All right, so you're considering moving to Austin, Texas, or somewhere in Central Texas area, but right now you're a little bit worried. Everybody's saying prices are going to come down. Interest rates are so high. I mean, we're looking at 7.5%, 8% interest rates right now, and you're not really sure what to do. Guys, this is what I'm here for. Yes, I'm a realtor, and I keep telling people right now it is October 16th, 2023, and I'm telling you, if you are looking to buy a house in Austin, Texas, right now is an amazing time to do it. I've been saying it. I've got a Monday show that I'm about to do with my buddy Steve Babcock. It's over on YouTube on this channel, and it's on Facebook. And we talk about it all the time. Right now, there's very few people buying houses. Sellers have kind of, if they're selling right now, they have to sell. So it's a great time to negotiate. New home builders are giving you insane incentives. They're buying down interest rates for the entire 30 years of the loan. They're giving you additional closing cost concessions. I mean, it is a great time to go out and buy a house. But that's me. I'm just a little realtor in Austin, Texas. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Well, this lady over here, yeah, that lady. Um, I don't know. You can take her with a grain of salt. She's on Shark Tank, right? She's got to be important. Y'all, Barbara Corcoran has sold more real estate than probably 99.9% of people in real estate. She knows what the hell she's talking about. She's built an empire on it. She has been around for a long time. And I'm going to give you the highlights of this Market Insider magazine that I get. Barbara saying home prices are not going to drop. They could surge 15% once mortgage rates fall. Shortage of homes for sale because people don't want to give up their mortgage rates. Guys, I've been saying this. So many people bought over the last 3 years at mortgage rates that are in the twos and the threes. They don't want to give those things up. They're not selling them unless they absolutely have to. So we've got a constricted market. That constricted market is keeping the home prices up. I don't care what you're seeing on, whatever news source you read. Oh, the housing market's going to crash. We're in a bubble and all this other stuff. Guys, that's not the logistics of what's happening. And if you pay attention to any analysts that have studied the different housing bubbles, call it 2000, 2008, what happened then with foreclosures and all that other stuff is not happening right now. We've got a little bit of a surplus of houses right now because the Fed has raised interest rates. Okay. The Fed raised interest rates because they had to, because they didn't want to default it anyway. It's a long, long thing. And that's paused the market. So what you have is a lot of people who may have been planning to move, they wanted to downsize, they wanted to upsize. They may have 3 kids in a 3-bedroom house and they have to get into a bigger home, but they can't quite make the move because of interest rates, and everybody says it's because of interest rates. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's ways around higher interest rates. There are different little tricks that lenders can do. You can ask for buy downs. You can ask for a 2-1 reduction, which you may have seen. If not, you can call me. I can explain it all to you. But there's ways to lower your interest rate. The thing that you have an advantage of right now, and I'm going to scroll down here, and this is what Barbara says. Every buyer on the sideline is going to jump into the market as long as the interest rates come down to 5% or 4%. Okay, so they've got to come down about 2.5 points. And houses are going to go up in price all over again. She wouldn't be surprised if they go up as much as 10 to 15%. Okay, and then this is another key point. A lack of inventory has resulted in a third of homes still selling above ask price. People don't talk about this. We still have multiple offer situations. Yes, there's situations where you're able to negotiate and get that price down, but there's also still multiple offer situations going on right now. And we've got high interest rates. They're not record high. I mean, they're average for our history, but they're still high interest rates. So what I'm trying to get across to you, and this is whether you're an investor, somebody that's maybe looking at buying a second home, something, the time is right because when these interest rates start to come down, and it might be next year in 2024, it may not be until 2025. Nobody really knows when they're going to come down, but they're going to come down because the Fed is going to lower their interest rates at some point again because they artificially inflated them in order to try to stave off inflation. Okay. I'm not an economist. I'm not going to get into that. But what I'm telling you is the Fed raised interest rates and they're artificially inflated right now. When they start to pull back on that, interest rates are going to come back down. And when interest rates come back down, all those people on the sidelines who wish they had bought during COVID, but now are going, oh my God, the interest rates are too high to buy. All of those people are going to come flooding back into the market and prices are going to shoot right back up. I've been saying it. Steve's been saying it on my show now for about the last year that this is what's going to happen. We've got somebody who evidently is a hell of a lot smarter than me because she's made a lot more money than me saying the exact same thing. Guys, if you put off buying a house right now because you're scared of interest rates, you're probably going to be in a bad mood when it's time to buy a house because you're going to be right back into it, fighting multiple offers, having to put way too much money down, all the things that you had to do over the last 3 years. And the reason a lot of people could not buy houses during COVID is because they didn't have enough down payment. They didn't have money to overbid, all of those things. So they couldn't buy. Right now, none of those things exist. And the only thing that I can tell you is that eventually interest rates are going to come down. You can refinance your house. And also, prices are not going down. If they do, it's incremental. Austin, right now, I think we're down about 2% year over year. That's a blip. That is nothing. And when this market comes back, guys, it's going to go right back to the roof because Austin is a place that people want to be. So that's it. I'm done with my rant. Guys, if this is the kind of content that you're looking for, if you want somebody who's not going to bullshit you and tell you the truth, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification. That way you're going to find out exactly when I bring new content out. You're going to be the first one to be able to see that. And it's kind of important when you're dealing with things that are worth hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. You might want to have somebody that's not going to BS you and who's going to be on your side. So there you go. Chris Peshek, Peshek Properties. We'll see you soon.